Hello, 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 and welcome to another Jordan Chill. I can't believe we made it to the second one with our Sandy intact, at least most of the way. I just want to say thank you to everyone that watched the last video and left like a nice comment and subscribed. I really didn't expect anybody to really watch it. That it was called a pilot for a reason, and that's because I was just kind of testing everything out. So to see so many supportive comments and everything was great. So thank you so much. And I especially want to say thank you to people that shout out the channel: Lauren Identity, Wes, Clobber. If anybody else did it, just please let me know so I can say thank you. I would like to say thank you personally. And then yeah, so as far as the future, I know one video that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do sound clips. I'm gonna be going through all Jordan content that I can and clipping the funniest things, or even things that are just slightly funny that he says, and then I'm gonna get that onto some kind of Google Drive or Dropbox or something, and then I will probably watch that all on a video. We can just go through all these stupid clips that I got, and if anybody else wants to use it, that's why I'll be uploading it for a Dropbox if you need to use it in your content or something. And then yeah, there'll probably be another Jordan Chill next week, or maybe sooner, depending on how I feel. And then yeah, so I guess in the future too, I'm gonna try to get a better mic. I probably don't need a professional mic for this kind of content. But this, yeah, I'm using a one that my dad got at a swap meet, so I can probably upgrade just a little bit. And then I also like to get a capture card, so I can play PlayStation and the Switch. That'd be pretty cool. Especially if anybody else has like Mario Kart, maybe we can do like a Mario Kart stream or something, and put all the Jordan music on in the background. So yeah, that could be pretty cool. And then yeah, as you see in the background today, I'm playing Persona 4. I finally beat Persona 3. The last boss took me a while. It took me like 3 days to beat. But yeah, Persona 4 has some great music in the background, so this should be a pretty good one. Although I'm at the very beginning, so I'm just gonna be running around school, meeting fellow high schoolers. And yeah, so this is gonna be the prequel to the apology calls. This is gonna be when Jordan called Wes to try to get some advice about what he should do. And it is probably one of my favorite calls because the warrior of the day is probably gonna be Delusion, because he is incredibly his delusion is on full display here. So it's gonna be pretty fun to see. And then Wes does a really good job of kind of like stringing him along a little bit and making him feel like things are gonna be okay, but then dropping the truth on him. So yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get that started.
On July 3, 2020, Wes Most was contacted by Jorrun Comedy. Jorrun said he has just been catfished by a troll and he wanted Wes to help him deal with things. Wes Most had been tipped off, and knew that Jorrun would be exposed as a predator. Wes did not know the extent of things until the following day. The call was recorded. Despite knowing what he had done, Jorrun acted like he had done nothing wrong. He refused to apologize for his behavior. Jorrun was dismissive and took it as a jealous troll.
And I wonder if he truly believed that, because we have seen his level of delusion from his music and his comedy, which he thinks is actually good. So maybe, and actually he brags later on in this call that he knows when women do not want to be flirted with, and he prides himself on the fact that he doesn't harass them. So did he actually think what he was doing was wrong? He might not have.
This would all change just 2 days later, when Mac and Cheese released the Google Drive. Jorrun would suddenly change his tune, and feel the need to apologize in an effort to save his channel. This was Friday, July 3, 2020.
Hey, bro.
What's up, bro?
I'm a fucking mess right now, kid.
All right, take a deep breath. I think you're overreacting. I don't know. I think you're overreacting. I mean, I see what she wrote, but that's that's just her opinion. What is she going to prove to people that you guys had a?
And yeah, one thing I really love about this call is that Wes, he built his confidence up a little bit, saying that it's probably not a big deal, and then it all comes crashing down.
Flirty conversation.
I don't know, dude. First of all, I will say this. I'm glad I'm talking to you, because if there's anyone who's been through deeper shit and more shit, it's you.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I mean,
I'm glad.
I've never been through anything. I don't know what. Well, tell me what happened. Is this something that?
Yeah, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
So, what happens is a little bit about me. You'd figure this out anyway if you didn't. I am the stereotypical sensitive artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I take things hard, perhaps too hard, worry too much, all that shit. So, started talking to this chick. Everything's fine. It's going to come out anyway. I'm kinky.
Okay.
I'm very kinky. So there you go. We all have our fetishes. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, but I mean, I had a Muse call me out for being involved in BDSM. That wasn't something people knew about. And if anything, that just made my DMs light up more. So again, I think you're if that.
I love that his response is cool because there's maybe a small chance that he thinks that could actually happen, that people are going to see the Jorrun's tiny pee-pee dump, and everyone's just going to start DMing him.
If that's all that happened, I mean, saying that this adult man is kinky, how is that going to harm you? I think you're overreacting.
Yeah. Well, let me just give you the breakdown. If you still think so, I will definitely respect that. Anyway, so everything's going great. She's sending me this pic, that pic. No pics for her face. I'm like, I really want to talk and hear your voice. Doesn't want to do it. Really want to do video. Doesn't want to do that. There's kind of a warning thing to me. I heard what you said, but I'm like, eh. So
what?
You get what's that?
What do you mean you heard what I said?
Well, about what you said about, don't push her and stuff. Let her be comfortable and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I just felt my antenna was going up. I'm like, why doesn't she want to do it? Is she hiding something? Because now, of course, I'm been so paranoid about trolls. And you said it wouldn't be a troll. I'm sorry. I have to get a little angry.
Hold on. I said what?
You said it definitely wouldn't be a troll, this woman.
This just goes to show a little bit about how Jorrun doesn't know anything about the Lauren community, because all the calls are built off of woman trolls. So I don't know where he gets this idea that women can't be trolls, especially here.
Well,
whoa.
She is the king, queen.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, this person apparently just got my trust so they could hit me with this big message at the end.
Okay, so let me recap it for you.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you talked with this girl.
Yeah.
She sent you pictures.
Yeah.
To get your trust.
Yeah.
And then you told her that you were kinky or whatever. Which, big fucking deal. You're a grown man, and she's a grown woman. Clearly not 13 or 14 or anything, right?
Claim to be 28.
What?
Claim to be 28.
Okay, so I mean, told you that they were of legal age. So fucking what?
Yeah. Well.
And as far as and I just want to say, as far as me saying that it wasn't going to be a troll, I mean, you understand I'm not actually Negro Damas. I can't tell the future. But what I was saying is, you can't look at everything like it's a troll, but of course, you know,
Yeah.
there are still rules, and you have to be careful and everything. What I was saying though,
Yeah, despite trolling a little bit in the chat logs and in the calls, Wes's advice wasn't always trolling. So what he was saying here isn't that bad. Not to push her to reveal her face pics or anything like that.
though, was to back off and not push things too fast, too far, too early, because everything should go in a natural progression. You know, within 3 or 4 days of talking, then you initiate phone contact. But giving out a phone number or email or anything like that to someone in this day and age, someone can look up that phone number and track you that way, or so people are leery about shit like that. So I completely understand.
But Jordan he would never dox anyone. I mean, he sent the nudes to Wes right when he got them, but I don't think he would share them with anybody else, so he's trustworthy. She should have trusted him a little more.
And why someone would be uncomfortable wanting to hop on a phone right now, especially, and look at it this way, someone's sending you nudes first, right? Then then they're gonna give you a phone number or some way to contact them. Now you could connect that to that person, and then you have something to hold over their head. So it's
I gotcha.
But why would he send nudes to anybody else? That would be disrespectful.
completely natural. I mean, I know you said you were worried about trolls, but think about what she's worried about. And she said that someone had exposed her before or something like that. So she's going to be just as leery. So, I think, I mean, if that's all that happened, I don't think that you have anything to worry about. She's going to tell people that, hey, this grown man talked to me, a grown woman, sexually after I sent him nude pictures of me. Let's jump on them.
My thought process is this. Let me just get this out, please. 'Cause this is all my worries and what's stressing me. I was already going nuts from trolls and how much they're fucking impersonating me and doing stuff. Now what's going to happen is every time, and again, this is why I started this off by saying I'm a sensitive artist. This is how stuff affects me.
What?
I am going to, that's why I preface this conversation by saying I'm a sensitive artist. And
That's a really great line, the sensitive artist. There's a few things I was trying to figure out for my name. Sorry, sip of water won out, but sensitive artist was one, and what was the other one? I'll probably figure it out during this call.
and how stuff affects me. But from now on, every time I put up a new video, I'm going to be looking fearfully in the comments for bullshit. I'm afraid if I do a stream, it's going to be constantly trolls popping in. I'm afraid if I visit a friend's stream and someone is going to go there and go, this guy is bad to women, which, by the way, I didn't say anything that was non-consensual within the kinkiness.
I can't say that if Jorrun ever tries to make a comeback, which I don't think he's dumb enough to, I will definitely be that guy in the stream, and I think a lot of other people will be there with me.
The enforcer, this guy, my dicks were very unflattering, unlike yours.
Wait, hold on, what?
The dick pics I sent of her weren't great.
This sounds really crazy for me to say, but he actually has some kind of, maybe it's mild, but he has some kind of form of penis envy when it comes to Wes. Because if you actually read the Wes chat logs, which are on the Alpha Male Derek channel, he actually mentions his dick several times and it being big. He's like, oh, girls want the BBC, which stands for Big Black Cock for the people that aren't initiated. But he brings it up several times. And I'm just trying to think as, like, obviously a lot of people are into different stuff. There's a lot of orientations out there. But I'm just thinking as a straight dude talking to another dude, when I would ever say something like that, I would say, oh yeah, women really love your big cock. It's just so strange. And he mentions it right here too. He says, my dick was unflattering, unlike yours. which is just such a strange thing to say to another guy, in my opinion, unless, like I said, there's something else going on, but just from a dude to a dude, I don't know.
Oh, you sent... Well, just say they don't... That's not your dick, dude.
Okay.
That's the worst of it?
Makes so much sense.
You sent some dick pics, okay.
I am just, I sent you the whole thing. So right above that was the pic of what looked to be a woman with the dick coming out. And I was just...
Out of her pussy? Like she was having sex with some dude?
No, female.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think that's an accepted term anymore, but I mean, this dude's almost 50, so I guess cut him some slack.
Yes. Yes. And I'm like, okay, the first picture you sent me was the one with the dress pulled up, and that was a pussy.
And there was
then suddenly this last pic, it's breast and a cock. And she's just like, I'm going to warn all the women about you. You can't prey on them, which, again, everything was consensual. There was no rape talk or any shit or whatever. But, I don't know, dude. I just worry. This person seems to have way too much time and just wants to do some sort of full-time thing to destroy my rep. Like, how can I even be myself? How can I even go to a stream and flirt with all the girls like I just normally do?
So that's the first thing he says. Before he ever says anything about making people laugh or making content, he says, how can you go into a stream and flirt with all the girls? That's just such a strange mentality, and I think I said it on the first video, because this is one of the things that really makes me angry about this guy, is that women are people. So when, I know it sounds weird to say, but they are. So when you go into a stream and you're just flirting with all the girls, they don't want to deal with that. They're here to make fun of Lauren, or in this case on my channel, make fun of Jorrun. So why he thinks they all want to flirt with him 24/7 is so weird, and he says it right here that that's his first priority, is being able to go into a stream and do that.
How can I trust anyone new? Every time I see a new name, I'm going to go, is that a fucking troll?
Well, is there any girl that you, spurned or anything that would have a reason to...
No.
No.
Someone that's jealous because you're showing attention to someone else or anything like that?
No.
Wes, I pride myself on being a good person, follow the golden rule. I'm not perfect. Obviously I love really beating up on Lauren, but I try to be nice to everyone. I try to be respectful to everyone. I have had, up until recently, this past month, it's been rare people even, insult me. I had one or two people, insulting my talent level, block them. And
that one or two people has turned into, probably 1,000 at this point.
But this is fucking weird.
And so, and I just want to, the worst thing you sent some, can you identify anything in the background of the pictures? Are there,
no
diploma on the wall or anything like that where they'd be able to?
No.
Okay, so you didn't send anything like that.
He has absolutely nothing on the wall, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Sent what, one dick pic, 2 dick pics?
A couple dick pics with her name on it, not mine. Stuff where it couldn't even really be identified per se as my body, now that I think of it. Definitely didn't tell her what state I was in, didn't get my phone number, didn't get my address.
Okay.
So I got that going
and
for me.
No tattoos, no face, no nothing like that, right?
I did send her one face pic. She wanted to see my O face.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think this Jorrun Comedy stuff would have blown up so much without that O face. It really was the O face heard around the world.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that was the first thing I said.
What?
Don't send a face picture. You can't do that.
She already knows what I look like. She's seen my
Yeah,
video.
well, that's one thing. But now, I mean, you have to remember, dude, my whole thing is built on receipts.
Yeah.
If this person is able to show receipts of this conversation and your face is in there, that's irrefutable. That's not someone pretending to be you or someone creating. And it's not the picture from your profile, right?
No. I'm fucking finished, dude. And you know what? That was what she kept pushing for, and as soon as she got it, boom.
So all this happened. When was this going on? Because you didn't mention any of that she was pushing for, really pushing for face stuff. And I wish you would have said something about that. That picture changes everything, though.
I thought that was nothing. I thought that was nothing compared to the fucking dick pic.
Well, a dick is a dick. You know, how do you prove that that's your dick? But your dick being above your face in the same conversation.
It's over for me, Wes, isn't it?
I mean, how do you define over?
I don't know. I mean, this person, people, God, I hope it's not Google Deals. This person is just got such a fucking vendetta.
Oh, it is a group of people now. So you probably don't want to come back.
Unlimited time. Keeps popping up. New account. YouTube doesn't block fucking IPs, but blocking a million accounts does nothing. 2 seconds later, Vince or whoever the fuck comes back with another stupid one. Now they're coming after me on Twitter. What next? Discord? Where will I go? What can I even do?
Well,
where will they post my info?
And that's the problem. I mean, I know from the multiple times I've been threatened for using receipts. I mean, there's no expectation of privacy in a two-way conversation. So yeah, they can be shared. Luckily, your penis can't, though. That would be considered like revenge porn.
Cool.
Well, what I'm saying is, like on YouTube, they wouldn't be able to do that. Would they be able to send it to other people as a warning? That's not considered revenge porn.
Oh, great.
And that's exactly what I was talking about Wes building up his confidence a little bit. Oh, she can't share your penis picture because that would be revenge porn. But, I mean, if she shares it because you're a predator, then that can't be considered revenge porn.
Great. What the fuck am I going to do?
Because Muse sent my dick to lots of people, and that was not an issue because she said that she was trying to warn people because I was a trafficker. But if she would have put it in that video or showed it during that stream, then I would have been able to get her for revenge porn. It has to be done with malicious intent to, like, embarrass or harm. Oh, dude, I wish you would have mentioned that she was pushing. I mean, if I would have known she was pushing for, what she just kept saying, I want a picture of your face.
Yeah.
And
that's what she kept saying.
That didn't seem weird to you?
No, the dick seemed far more. I'm like, it'll be me with a silly expression.
I mean, dude, we have this same conversation beforehand, though. Don't show your face because a dick is a dick, and you can always say that's not my dick. That's not my dick.
I was absolutely not.
Prove that's my
right,
dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I was thinking so of what was intimate and what was private.
No,
and I absolutely did not get that.
You also don't want to send that to where, think of the TCAP stuff. They would ask them for a cheeseburger in the same conversation where they're talking about sex so they can prove it was the same person. So they can't later say, that wasn't me. Oh, but you happened to show up with a cheeseburger, or You happen to bring Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, this whole thing was very basic TCAP stuff, but since he doesn't actually care about TCAP, he just cares about a community that has sexualized humor. He wouldn't know that.
That's why they would ask for something like that. So if you're being asked for a very, well, she just said, I want a picture of your face, like, send me a smiling selfie, or was she more specific?
She said specifically, I want to see your old face. And actually, at one point, she says, I want to see video. I'm like, you're not giving me video. I'm definitely not. She wanted a video of fucking me jacking off and my face. I did so.
Wait, so
Thank God that we did not get that video, because I unfortunately would have been forced to watch it, against my own will, of course, for some research purposes. So thank God we never got that video of him jacking off. The penis pictures were enough for me.
so you were jacking off?
No, not on camera.
No, I'm saying you sent her pictures of you. What pictures did you send? Because you left out the face thing in the beginning.
Okay.
What pictures? Be honest. What did you send her?
Yeah. A couple pictures of me, a couple pictures of my dick, before and after jerking off. A pic of my legs, and a pic of my face. I think that's everything.
I mean, if it wasn't for the face, I think you'd be fine. But with that face in there, and I mean, I'm looking at what she, do I still call her she? I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what she wrote, and I need to tell you something. There are a lot of women in the TCAP community that are broken and have suffered sexual assault in their past. I know that's true. This isn't the community.
I've heard those words from somewhere at some time. I don't remember who or when or what the circumstance was. But yeah, go ahead.
This isn't the community to prey upon women and flirt with them. I mean, so when you see what she wrote, do you think that maybe any of that's true?
To be 100% honest,
yeah.
To be 100% honest, Wes, man to man, I don't prey on music.
Not praying. Do you think maybe some people are seeing the flirting as too much in this community?
I don't think.
Has anyone said anything to you? Well, the only thing I can think of is the response to that one video. I don't remember which one it was. Which one was it? Mm-hmm. You did it with mini syllables or kelp. I can't remember.
Kelpie, yeah.
And I remember the reaction of that was pretty polarizing.
Mm. Yeah, that was the one that had the most amount of thumbs down.
Yeah.
Although I don't believe there was any actual complaints.
So if you have a video, an awkward video where you have like 50 thumbs down and 10 thumbs up, I don't know what the actual ratio was, but it sounds like it was a lot here. Isn't that a sign that people don't like the video? I don't think you need people to straight up tell you, hey, this video made me uncomfortable. But, Jorrun does, so.
Well, I mean, the thumbs down would probably be the complaint. People wouldn't want to leave a comment where you could identify that they were unhappy with it,
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was just chalking up to the theory that the Cornville Mafia had finally found me.
I mean,
that's only a theory.
I mean, I don't see that happening.
So we heard him mention the Cornville Mafia here, and then he's also mentioned Vince. This guy had, I don't know how many subscribers he had, like 150 or something. He thought that Vince was actually impersonating him, that Vince made a whole new account just so he can impersonate him. And then as far as I know, the Cornville Mafia stuff is a joke, right? I mean, from what I understand, Tony, who definitely is not part of the Cornville Mafia anymore, he showed a video of Lauren and then So now it's like a thing where Clobber says anytime gets a bunch of dislikes or dislikes at all, that it's Cornville Mafia that's the one disliking it. You know, kind of like as a fun kind of joke thing. But somehow this guy's actually taking it for real, and he thinks that the reason that he's getting dislikes is the Cornville Mafia, which, like I said, I don't believe is a real thing. Or that Vince is the one that's making... How would any of these people find his channel? If the Cornville Mafia was real, how would they find his channel? He really does have that delusion that he's the biggest thing in TCAP.
I don't know. I didn't think Vince was going to find me, and here we are.
Well, yeah.
So,
I mean, in your mind, is this person really upset about what you're doing, or is this just an excuse?
I would say this. So I will credit myself with being very good at noticing people's reactions. I do flirt a lot with all the women. If someone is not into it, I stop. I notice carefully their reaction. First of all,
that is absolutely amazing. He thinks that no woman has ever been made uncomfortable by him flirting because he knows when they're uncomfortable, and then he stops. But what we've seen is that once he left the community and he was outed as a predator, pretty much every single girl came out and said, yeah, this guy made me uncomfortable. So apparently he wasn't as good as of reading the room as he thought he was. I'm going to rewind that just a few seconds, hear it all again.
With all the women, say this. So I will credit myself with being very good at noticing people's reactions. I do flirt a lot with all the women. If someone is not into it, I stop. I notice carefully their reaction. First of all, because I don't want to even bother. You know. Somebody.
And first of all, isn't that he's going to make them uncomfortable. First of all is that he doesn't want to bother. He doesn't want to waste his time. That's his first reason for for trying to read reactions, which he can't read apparently.
Somebody like, obviously, I'm very good friends with Kel. Road is someone who's very reciprocative, whatever the fuck that word is. And yeah, reciprocative, whatever.
Receptive. Someone who's
receptive and someone who
reciprocates.
Someone who reciprocates. In other words, gives it back.
I know what reciprocates. Yeah, I do reciprocal mailings every day for the word.
Well, there you go. I just couldn't quite say the word.
Yeah, so you're looking for so as far as you know, all the women that you flirt with are receptive to it and they're fine with it and they return it back.
Yes.
So then
I pay very close attention to that shit.
Complete delusion. I don't even know what else to say. That is just complete delusion. I'm gonna have to. I keep on pausing because this is crazy. Some of the stuff he says.
As far as you know, all the women that you flirt with are receptive to it and they're fine with it and they return it back.
Yes.
So then
I pay very close attention to that shit. I pride myself on that shit. I'm not interested for a few different reasons.
So that
I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable.
So that in your mind, this is more than likely just a bullshit excuse someone's using.
It really sounds... I mean, when I tell you I'm shaking and I'm worried and stuff, I don't believe the quote-unquote accusation. That's somebody who's, elevator doesn't go to the top floor.
Someone who's certain.
Well, where does your elevator go, Jorrun? It doesn't... It definitely doesn't go to the top floor. It barely reaches your penis, but, I mean, it doesn't even need a lot of blood to go there, so maybe it doesn't even get all the way up there. How can he be so delusional and think that he only flirts with women when they want to be flirted with? And then he talks about people in the community who have come out now and said, hey, this guy was creepy.
Searching for a reason.
Yes. And I don't know, dude. I mean,
So what's
first of all,
your...
just seeing a dick there is unnerving enough. But
What's that?
then seeing the dick there was unnerving enough. That was enough. But then accusations, now I'm going to do all this thing and ruin your reputation. Like, what do I try to do? I mean, I try to make people laugh. I want to make people laugh, and I enjoy flirting. And money would be great. That's it. I have no fucking weird-ass, desires. I have no evil.
The weird-ass desires are flirting with everyone, when nobody wants that. Everybody's just trying to chill and enjoy Lauren content.
I'm uncomplicated in that way. I like to entertain. I think like you like to be creative and come up with good quality stuff. That's it. And I love it. I love the attention. I've made amazing friends. I had incredible conversations, you being one of them, people telling me like what my content means and how much they enjoy my content. And they think well of me as a person. So I don't want to lose that shit, but fuck.
Well, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. What is your move, though? Do you, are you going to do what I was going to do on New Year's Eve and pack it in and be done? Or do you just go forward and say, fuck it? I mean, it's already
there.
It's already out there now. So, right? I mean, whoever, she or Vince or whoever it is, has your dick pics and face pic and how bad was the conversation?
I mean, you told me you're also into BDSM. It was pretty much just regular stuff. I like to be called master. I like to be served. I'm dominant. Da 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 da.
Are you a dom? Are you actually familiar with BDSM? And
yeah. I've been a dom/master for years now.
Really? So I mean, like when I say you're actually like you studied and like the whole contracts and all.
I won't say I studied. I don't know Gorian rules or anything, and that way I guess I'm more of a freelance.
Okay.
But yes, I absolutely have women who have called themselves my slave and are masters and obey. And
you're not. That wouldn't be a dom. That's a master. So you're more master slave, not dom sub.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Okay.
So he's told us, this is something that I've been noticing, he told us that he's been having these amazing conversations with women in TCAP. And if anybody feels comfortable letting us know in the comments, please tell us what kind of conversations you had, because what I'm noticing is that he doesn't know anything about anything that he's admitted to liking. So right now we just got BDSM. He says he's I forget. What's the thing? A master? It's not a master. He said he was I don't know. But the whole master thing. He says that's what he was. Or no, it's a dom. There we go. He said he was a dom. And then Wes basically kind of calls him out and says you don't know anything about BDSM. So that's one thing he claims to like, but he knows nothing about. And then when it comes to music, that's probably the most obvious thing that he says he likes. And somebody left a comment, I believe it was J.R. Eves, that he had been in contact with Jorrun about making some kind of like parody Predator songs, and that he had no idea about the very basics about recording and uploading music. So the conversation didn't go anywhere because Jorrun did not know what he was doing. Okay, and then we got Christian, who Danny G, I believe it was on a stream with Clobber, where she was talking about, she did a stream with Jorrun on Christian, and she said he didn't bring anything to the table because he didn't actually know anything. And he's talked multiple times about how he loves Christian. He loves learning about him. And then obviously TCAP, I don't think I have to say anything for that one because everyone can see how dumb he is about it. So just about every single thing that I have seen him talk about liking, he doesn't know anything about. So it seems like he's used every wattage of his brain power to go to just like flirting with women and genie shit. And he's almost 50 years old. He's almost 50 years old and he doesn't know anything about anything he claims to like. I do not understand how that's possible.
I am not that, like I said, I've never studied any rules, and I know I have met subs in the past who it's like, here's the gigantic book of rules, and I'm like, I'm not interested in all these fucking rules.
Oh, well,
But I know for some other people that's their thing.
With the sub, the whole thing with the sub is that, it's not just about being the submissive. It's what the dom brings to the table. Because the submission is earned.
That's why he has to go the master slave route, because he doesn't bring anything to the table as a dom. And I don't know anything about BDSM, so I don't know if that joke actually worked, but I think it did.
Yes.
So that like the master title and the dom title. I mean, you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but those are earned over time. So yeah, there like with my there was like a four page Google Doc of like a rules / contract, because it's a partnership.
You gotta protect yourself.
Well, and that's the other thing. Like with Muse, and the reason why her ex didn't go to jail for domestic violence is because they had a contract. And when you're, it's not domestic violence if you're agreeing to be beat and asking for it if you don't do A, B, and C. But I mean, to get back to your thing, what is your plan? I mean, what do you do? Do you preemptively strike and you let people know that, look, this happened and you might hear this, but let me tell my side, or do you just...
Well, good question. So when this first happened, half an hour ago, whatever the fuck it was, I'm like, that's it, I'm quitting, I'm done, everything's nuked, I want to go back to being a private citizen.
I want to go back to being a private citizen. He thinks he was the president of the United States. What the hell is this, dude? What the hell am I listening to?
Sensitive introvert, I don't want to deal with any of this drama, I hate it. And then I'm quitting, I'm done, everything's nuked, I want to go back to being a private citizen. Half an hour ago, whatever the fuck it was. I'm like, that's it, I'm quitting, I'm done, everything's nuked, I want to go back to being a private citizen. I'm a sensitive introvert, I don't want to deal with any of this drama, I hate it. And then I was a little bit more like, all right, let me talk to people, let me get this out, let me get some cooler heads. And that makes me feel a little better. I do still feel shell-shocked. I do feel like I'm going to be scared and or freak out if I go to anybody's stream. I feel like now I have to have like one eye open.
Well, I mean,
and yeah, so it looks like at this point he was still planning to come back in a week. So after all of this, he really thought he was coming back in a week.
The idea of
I'm just honestly with the dick and face pick out there. I completely. If it were me, I probably would, at least take a. Me personally, I would take a break, and because like with the Vince thing, that was something he was making up, and I had proof that it was a lie. All of it was a lie, and so I was able to do that. But I don't know how to combat pictures of my dick and face. And I really don't. I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't really know.
Well, that's not words I was hoping to hear from you.
Well, I don't. I'm not experienced with this kind of thing. I mean, when Muse is showing off my dick pic, we were...
For being such an alpha and so obsessed with the whole alpha thing, he's really relying on Wes a lot on here. And I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with, if you have a problem, you should probably, get advice and ask a friend, and you can vent to them. But just when you're talking all this shit about being an alpha, it's just a little strange to go running to another man.
We're in a, quote unquote, in the early stages of what could have been a relationship, and she wanted to see my dick. And so she saw my dick, and so that's, and she's an adult and everything else. And when she was showing it to people, like, they wanted to talk to me. So I never brought it up. She brought it up in a couple of streams, so I talk about it when we're reviewing a stream or whatever, but it wasn't something that I talked. She almost was trying to threaten me with it, as if she was 16 years old when I sent it to her, and she was gonna put me on blast. But I really don't know how to handle that, and if this person, if it's Vince or whoever, dude, or Vince and his sister, who the fuck knows? But if they do start going and warning people in TCAP, I that might cause some, just because it is a community built around, there are a lot of comments in chat, like especially during Clobber streams, where people are saying that they themselves were victimized at a younger age, and so laughing at Lorne or Dan Allen or any of these guys, it to them it's like getting a win against the person that they were vulnerable against before.
Yeah, it really is, and it's so shocking to me that he would come in and do this stuff in the TCAP community. That's like possibly the worst community that you would come in and do this kind of stuff to.
So if someone's going around and saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's a predator," and let me show you, it could upset some people. It could make people just not want to hear your side. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to preemptively strike, or just step back and wait for it to happen and be more.
What do you mean by preemptively strike?
Well, because you really have two options. You have two options. You can either ignore it and wait for something to come up, and then you're like, okay, well, yeah, but let me explain my side, or you come out first and say, like, hey, you might hear, and I really don't know. I really don't know how that would work or what you would say, but basically, let people know that they may hear or see something about you, and that you were misled, and you just kind of explain that you were misled by a person, and it was all a guise just to, like, embarrass you or whatever. Because then when their video comes out, it cheapens the whole thing. It's the difference between someone apologizing, coming out and saying, hey, back in 2009, I made some racist tweets, and I did blackface, and I'm really sorry, but I've really learned my lesson in the past, or having it found out, and then you going, oh man, I've really learned over these last 3 hours since these were found, and one of those guys gets canceled, and the other guy gets to keep his, he keeps his job, and people accept that he learned a lesson because he preemptively apologized versus after the fact. But do you really believe that this person is? I mean, it seems like they're pretty dedicated.
Yeah.
Do you think these people are? Do you think it's the same person?
I pray it's one person. I would hate to think it's a fucking team.
Oh, it is definitely a team now. A whole team dedicated to just watching all your content and making fun of you.
And again, that mystifies me because, like I said, I'm nice to everyone. Like, in that conversation, I didn't do anything quote-unquote wrong. It was two consensual adults doing what they want.
Why is he so scared of it then, if he thinks it truly was nothing wrong? Obviously, if there was absolutely nothing wrong, then everyone would just say, oh, they would be mad at mac and cheese in that case.
Wanted to do. But the fact as a person is this kind of, like, hatred and obsession. I mean, yesterday when Chef, who's my best friend, he knew I wasn't going to be there to stream. He's like, are you in my stream? I'm like, no, I'm in an open mic right now running the sound. I'm going up to the stage pretty soon. He's just like, someone is here, and he sent me that, and it's a person, and the person was actually doing, I mean, it was a very small screen, but doing a decent impression of me. And the fact that he was being sweet to Cat G, who obviously is so sweet, and going through shit, and flirting with Rhoda, it was almost worse, Wes, than if he was insulting me and or trying to ruin my rep. It was somehow worse. And
what
Jeff banned him, but
what did he say? That was so much like you.
Well, at first, actually, he said, "Oh, Kat, I'm glad to hear things are going better for you. I've been worried." And I'm like, ah. And then Rhoda's got my back, and she goes, "My heart belongs to Jorrun." I'm like, ah. But Chef said that it was quickly obvious that he wasn't me. Because, again, it was just a quick screenshot. He goes, the guy was trying to flirt, but with him it came off as creepy. He said that the guy just didn't have my charm.
Oh, okay.
Which, to me, strikes me as a very Vince type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, with him it came off as creepy. He said that the guy just didn't have my charm.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't me. Because, again, it was just a quick screenshot. He goes, the guy was trying to flirt, but with him it came off as creepy. He said that the guy just didn't have my charm.
Oh, okay.
Which, to me, strikes me as a very Vince type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, there is an art to what I do, if I say so myself.
Oh,
and part of it is very much, noticing how the girl goes. Vince type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, there is an art to what I do, if I say so myself.
Oh,
and part of it is very much, noticing how the girl goes.
Mm-hmm.
With Rhoda, it's always the rose kiss smile.
I don't think I have to say anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, there is an art to what I do, if I say so myself.
Oh,
and part of it is very much, noticing how the girl goes.
Mm-hmm.
With Rhoda, it's always the rose kiss smiley back at me. It's always reciprocated.
Yeah, so with Rhoda, it's always when she does the teacup meme that everyone else does. So when she does that, that means she's super into you.
Scarlett, who is a little bit more, Scarlett gets drunk and then you get to see the real Scarlett, and it is into me. I don't mind saying that because there are plenty of receipts, to steal your word, on my videos to prove.
When she gets drunk, I wonder how many rose kiss smileys she sends to him. That's a pretty good gauge.
Yeah, no, receipts.
I can laugh a little bit.
Receipts.
Receipts. I'm not quite as good with receipts as you are, but I do follow my tracks fairly well. There's room to grow, but so I am beloved, and I've seen recently, particularly when I reach out to some people, that I am highly esteemed, which touches my heart. It really does. But
I am beloved, and I've reached out to some people, and I'm highly esteemed, and it touches my heart. How? Dude, what? This guy fucking sucks. This guy's so bad.
But so where I'm at right now is, I'll just say quick. The 3 or 4 thoughts that come to my head is, 1, I trust no one new. All my DMs are fucking closed and locked down, probably never come back. And I am worried about waking up and seeing more shitty comments. Somebody actually created a Jorrun Comedy channel with my profile pic. I'm like, YouTube, step up your game, because you're
Wow, what kind of unbelievable asshole would do that? They would make a Jorrun Comedy YouTube page with his name and his picture and everything. That, oh my god. You know what? If you're listening to this right now, Jorrun Comedy tribute, I want you to know that I disavow. And what you're doing is incredibly wrong. Actually, let's go ahead and let's see. Let's see who this Jorrun
You.
Comedy fellow is. Wow. And double the subscribers that Jorrun got. What one unbelievable asshole. Oh, ignore the red bars. My girlfriend must have been on my YouTube, because I would never give somebody like this views. Wow. They've spent so much time uploading Jorrun Comedy stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, delete your archives. Let's see. If you like to laugh, you're probably in the wrong place. That's how I know this isn't the real Jorrun Comedy, because he does make people laugh, and he loves to do it. In the featured channels are Alpha Male Derek, Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, I Dream of Genie.
Amusing.
So, I Dream of Genie, Lil Dicky, and then My Coupon Genie. Yeah, so Jorrun Comedy, if you ever hear this, what you're doing right now is messed up. Yeah, Jorrun worked really hard on this kind of stuff, so hopefully you've learned from your mistakes.
Somebody actually created a Jorrun Comedy channel with my profile pic. I'm like, YouTube, step up your game, because you're fucking shit.
Well, I mean, there's nothing illegal about that. I mean, look up Tiffany Lockhart. There's multiple channels called Tiffany Lockhart. That's not actually your channel name. It's it's a IP address. If you look at your actual channel URL, that's your channel name. Because you could change your name to something else. You know what I mean? So
you need to know how to block that shit.
And yeah, then the picture too. They're not going to do anything. I mean, because people have fan accounts and use Chris Hansen's picture.
Yeah. But like, for instance, I was having a magnificent conversation with this black chick from Cali who seemed amazing, and
And again, what magnificent conversation are you having with Jorrun? Like I've already went over, he knows nothing about anything he said that he has an interest in. Are you going to talk about history or politics or gender or anything like that? Are you going to have any meaningful conversation with Jorrun? I truly think not. And like I said, if anybody feels comfortable letting us know what kind of conversations you guys were having or what he was trying to talk about with you, I would be very interested, because I just cannot see this guy having a worthwhile conversation with anyone.
now I'm like, okay, 5 minutes from now is she going to go, ta-da!
Here's my black dick.
My black dick is bigger than yours, and you're this terrible person, blah, 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 and I'm going to tell everyone, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to be like having one eye open and not feel like I can, like, I don't feel like I can go to a stream now. I'm worried about streaming on my own fucking channel, although the girls did come through for me very nicely.
Well, I
mean,
mean,
moderate.
like I said, I really
fun out of this shit.
I really think you kind of have a choice. You know, are you just either wait,
Mm-hmm.
and then wait for it to happen,
Mm.
and then respond, or say just yeah. And it's I don't know how that would look or how that would work. I really don't. I just know that in most cases, when you're dealing with PR, because I did manage PR, along with marketing, and with PR, the preemptive strike is they always want to strike first, so that they get the first word in. Because after you get the first word in, then it's everyone else's it's everyone else's job to. Now they have a narrative that they have to go off of and prove that's wrong.
Yeah.
But once they say something or put something out, then you're trying to defend yourself.
I don't know, Wes. I can't see myself. This might be the wrong thought. I can't see myself doing a very serious video where I go, "These were the allegations. This is what happened." Da 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 da. Not
I mean,
that
if you're saying you can't do it serious, then do it funny, or don't do it at all. You know, it's really.
I'm so sad we didn't get a humorous apology video from Jorrun.
Up to you.
I have a feeling I'm either going to not do anything or I'm going to withdraw from YouTube, and I really hate the idea of retreating from YouTube because I've loved it so much. Although I'm very, very glad I did not link my singing channel, which brings me so much happiness.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, nobody will ever find your singing channel or anything, or your comedy troupe, so yeah, you should be good. No worries.
I don't want shit following me there.
Yeah.
I don't know, kid. I am just... Thank you for...
Wait, did he call him kid? You're treating you're treating Wes like some kind of alpha senpai, so or some alpha sensei.
Channel, which brings me so much happiness. I don't want shit following me there.
Yeah.
I don't know, kid. I am just...
I think he does.
Thank you for talking to me.
Oh, no worries, man.
Shit. I mean, you were docked. That's a real problem. I know. In comparison,
No, I don't know. Do I?
This is my world.
I was doxxed, but it was my face and my name. I think my dick in my face would be worse.
Oh, great.
I'm being honest though. Like I would
Yeah.
much rather have my name and face doxxed than my dick and face, because that means I sent that person my dick. And even though it happens, it's just, you know. And then if you're saying was it like bad lighting? Was that the issue, or
Was it bad lighting? I hope Wes had seen that by now, or at least knew that why it was so bad. In case you haven't looked at it, it's in the Jorrun's tiny pee-pee dump. But if you don't want to see his actual penis, I don't blame you. But he apologized directly after sending it. He sent it, and then he was like, "Oh, I jacked off so much today, I can't get it hard." Because of how small it looks.
What do you mean?
you said it was an unflattering picture?
Oh yeah.
So just shitty
I
light.
wasn't
Maybe
able
no
to
one
get it
was.
real big. No, it was small.
Oh well, I mean, you sent several, so I'm sure the other ones were fine.
Yeah, I just sent a couple.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, whatever. Everyone has everyone. I don't know. I don't really know.
No, none of them were fine at all.
I don't really know. I'm
I
kinda,
appreciate what you were trying to do.
yeah. I don't really know what to say there, dude. But
Nothing you can
if
say.
there's one takeaway, don't send face pics.
Wow.
Don't do that. Yeah, your face is
don't know. I've
on
been
your
on-
videos, and that is fine. But you can't
Yeah.
send a face pic with a dick pic. You just can't do that.
Yeah. Even if there's a lot of text in between.
No, not. I mean, now if you had gotten onto, if you had gone on like a Facebook call or Skype or something like that.
Why is he worrying about this? Because the only person that's going to want a dick pic from him is a troll. And I don't think I'm exaggerating, right? He's a bald 50-year-old dude that's hanging out in TCAP communities. Who's gonna be asking for an actual dick pic? Dude, I mean, maybe 50-year-old woman or 6-year-old woman, maybe they do ask for dick pics. I mean, maybe they do. But are they gonna ask Jorrun?
And had a conversation and saw that this person was real and everything like that, and then she's sending you pictures and then it's a different story. But you can't do that. You can't do that first. And then if they're pushing for one specific thing like that, I mean, that's like what they do to what they do to Lorne, you know.
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just say get some sleep, and hopefully tomorrow it blows over.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me know if anything else comes up. I'll let you know if I see any bullshit come my way too.
All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
No worries.
Sleep. Wow.
Alright guys, well I hope you had a good time, which I mean, I know you did, because how can you not have a good time listening to the Jorrun prequel call? It's definitely one of my favorite calls, so I hope everyone else also enjoyed it, and I will be back very soon, hopefully. I should be doing that sound clip call, like I said I would, at the beginning of the video, pretty soon, probably like within the next week or two. And then a lot of sound clips will be out of context, but that's okay. We're just having fun here. And then yeah, and then another Jorrun Chill that'll be up in like a week, maybe less. Yeah, we'll see. All right, thank you guys.